So this is Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kolam. And we're going to be looking more as we go on into Parshat Beshalach in the Zohar. We're reading the Matat Midavash, which is a Pirush, a commentary, which is like, as far as I know, in the regular Zohar, this is the best that we have. There might be something else out there. But over here, we're going to get to an idea of what happens to us after we die, and how it's really dependent, to a great extent, on what we do here when we're alive. So he says like this, we're over in the top of the Zohar here. Let me see if I got the right place. He says, Maskir Rebbe Shimon the Far Pesukim Ba'amar. So let's go up to the top, and let's just read the top here. He says, Ki Tikna Eved Ivri. Now this is a pasuk in our Parsha. Shei Shanim Ya'avod. He'll have to work for 6 years. V'shviz Yetze the Chavshi Chinam. And in the 7th year, he'll go out free and won't own anything. Ha-Chavria, that is the yeshiva. Idan Hacha L'Galal Kama Razim Timirim de Gilgula. Now this word Idun, I would say it meant testify, but let's see what he says. He says, where is it? He says, Idan Hacha Ata B'Sha Sha'anachno. Idun here means time. Okay, the time now. He says, Ata B'Sha Sha'anachno Londim Ela Pesukim. He ha'es ha'ru'uya legalus kamasodo. So this is the right time. This is the time in this parsha that we want to explain some secrets. Let's go on up above. He says that's Eden means time, or the moment. Imhi misitra dahahi eved. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Ki tikna eved ivri. When you acquire a Jewish slave, shei shana mi'avod, you should let him serve 6 years. But in the 7th year, he goes out free, chinam, he owes nothing. Chavria, so that's the yeshiva, they say like this, Idun hocha l'galal kama razim. Now this is the proper moment to reveal many different secrets, Timirim, the Gilgula, that are hidden in the concept of Gilgul. Gilgul means reincarnation. Ki tikna eved ivri, because when you acquire an eved ivri, sheifsha, that is a Hebrew slave, sheishanim ya'avod, kad nishbasa is chayves begilgula. This is when the neshama is obligated, forced to go back into a gilgul. Now he said, what is this concept here? Let's read it again. He said, when we acquire a Hebrew slave, he will serve for you as a slave, be indentured to you for 6 years. And that happens when a person is guilty, and as a result of that, again, when I see the word person, I mean to say the soul of the person. The soul of the person is going to be obligated to come back into the world and try it again. So you lost the first time. Is that what it is? Now, we should not be concerned about the fact that you have slavery mentioned here, because now slavery is a big, big issue, at least in the West, in our country. The concept over here is that a person stole something, or he has to live, but he can't make it on his own. So he sells himself, so to speak, into slavery for a fixed amount of time. So slavery was the way that people survived. Many people at the very bottom survived, as they couldn't make it on their own. Let's go on and let's see what else we have to say. He says, Maskil Rebbe Shimon the Farsha Pesukim. Rebbe Shimon begins to explain these Pesukim. Ki tikna eved ivri shei shanim ya'avod v'shviz yetze the chav shechinam. And in the 6th year, you go out free, nothing. V'hiktim v'amad the tamidav. So now, Rebbe Shimon now is going to say to his students, Chavria, Cheverim, students, Eden Chocha the Galal Kamen Razin Timirin de Gilgula. This is the moment that I want to teach you some serious secrets. Ata B'Shasha Anachlu Lomdim Elach Pesukim. So we say that. Hi ha'ez ha'ru'uya legalus kama, so that it's really the proper time to start saying many different secrets, nistarm, that are hidden away, shalagilgul harnirmazim kan, of that have to do with reincarnation, which we're really talking about here. But Omar ki masha kosev, that this pasuk, this phrase in the Torah that says ki tikna eved ivri sheish shana mi'avod, when you acquire a Hebrew servant, you should serve him 6 years. Pasuk zemairi, so this pasuk is really saying what? Kad nishbasa is chayevet begilgula, when a neshama, the God that is within the person, unfortunately, has to come back. Neshama shel adam is chayeva begilgul, has to come back, do the cycle again. Now let's say the word gilgul actually means spiritual cycle, the cycle of your soul. Begilgul al yedei havonos, and why does the soul have to come back into the world again? Now just look at the world that we know, the history of the world of the last 5,700 years. It's war and bloodshed. All of these souls fighting, constantly fighting. And he's telling us here that they're coming back into the world. They're going over it and over it and over it. As it's very interesting, you see, the metaphor is that the world continues to turn. Things are constantly going around. But what was here yesterday, if you wait 24 hours, you're going to be back at the same time again. Slightly different. So, begilgul al yedei ha'avonos, and why does this happen? Because of the sins that he did while he was alive, in a body. V'oz yisaken beisafonim, and then what you're doing here is you're really preparing two different ways, as we are going to go on. Now we have one more shir here in this series, and I'm going to save that for the next one. This is Baruch Fleischman. I'm at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel.